Today, I'm going to talk about Extinction from Call of Duty Ghosts, 2013 Call of Duty's title. Now, Extinction was a mediocre attempt at a third zombies kind of mode. And basically what happened was Activision said, hey, you need to make zombies because zombies equals money.
Hello, I like money.
And so the developers at Infinity Ward said, you know what? Instead of zombies, let's do aliens because aliens are cool, right? Aliens aren't so like 30 years ago. So what they did was they made an aliens game mode. Now that sounds kind of interesting, right? The problem was every single map that they made was not even round based, but it was objective based, and the objectives were absolute trash asshole. Basically what you have to do is you get this drill, and then you drill this alien fungus thing, boom, you move up, map gets harder, drill this alien fungus thing, boom, move up, round gets harder, and basically that's all you do. You just drill an alien fungus thing, and it gets harder and harder while you go through the map, and then you get done with the map, and then you don't get anything. Like, you don't get shit. You don't get jack shit. I don't think, did you even get a trophy? I don't even remember. Because how is there's no replayability to this, honestly. Not as much as zombies at all, in any sense of way. And you know what? They really missed the mark with the Extinction game mode. It could have been something decent. It could have been something fun to play. But when we look back at it now, everybody hates on it. Everybody bags on it. And you know what? I had someone comment on a video a couple days ago saying like, oh, those maps are goated back in the day because of the nostalgia, and the maps now are trash, but 10 years from now, the maps are going to be good. No, things will stay the same, okay? It doesn't matter about the nostalgia. Extinction came out 10 years ago, 11 years ago, and it's still a trash game mode. Is there nostalgia there? Barely. Like, there's barely any nostalgia. It's still trash, okay? So it's objectively deciding if it's good or not. Doesn't matter about the nostalgia. 10 years ago, whatever, a million years ago, it's still a trash game mode. And the problem with Extinction is it was going up against the glorious zombies from Treyarch. You know, the round-based zombies, awesome, fun, replayable, interesting, all of that stuff. And this was just the opposite. I mean, if Extinction came out before zombies, it might have had a little bit more praise, you know, for being interesting and innovative and original. But they're just ripping off zombies and trying to make a third mode with weird-ass weird-ass monsters, right? But this is trash. Like, the challenges were trash. Everything, the objectives were annoying. There's no fun to really be had at all. I remember playing it back in the day. I was like maybe 11, and I was like, damn, this sucks. Even with my 11-year-old brain, I was like, this sucks, you know? If they made it round-based, it would have been way, way, way better. And I don't know why they're so scared of round-based. Now, previous to Infinity Ward's Extinction, there are prior attempts at a third mode in the game besides campaign and multiplayer was Special Ops. So Special Ops was basically the same thing as this, you know, missions but actually instead of humans, instead of aliens. And then they had some kind of, you know, survival maps. And that's pretty much all they had. But those were just boring too also. You know, nobody was really playing that. Even in Modern Warfare 2, some of them were kind of decently fun, but no one's playing that over again, right? So with the third base mode, you need to have it, it needs to be replayable, right? Because the campaign's not going to be too replayable. You play it once, that's it. Multiplayer is, your third mode has to be. Your third mode is like, it's a necessity now into Call of Duty, to where they always put in a third mode. But anytime Treyarch does it, it's awesome. Anytime a different studio does it, it's terrible. There's two things that Call of Duty Ghosts did. One thing was introduce a new IP into the franchise, right? A new title, Ghosts, okay? And then they introduced Extinction. Those are the two things that they introduced. Also the perk system, which I actually did like, okay, in multiplayer. And all of those things never came back in Call of Duty ever again. And it's actually funny, like they just said, no, you know what, that was terrible. Let's never do that again. But honestly, I think, no, if you're going to do it once, try it again, make it better, listen to what we say, and build off of that. Don't just abandon it completely and give us survival. Like, come on, bro. Why do these developers think we want to play objective zombies so much? Like, objective third mode. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to play objectives. Objectives are the most tedious, annoying, boring, and useless things ever to play in the Call of Duty. Like, you're playing for fun, not to drill a fucking alien, okay? That's why we need survival. Survival is it's like pretty much a necessity now in Call of Duty, but with the zombies. That's what they all do now. And in Modern Warfare 3, they did it. It's not really fun, but at least they did it, right? It's okay. But then they put objectives into it. Come on, we don't need objectives. We don't need that shit. Honestly, it's sad because Extinction had potential. It had some potential to be a good game mode if they would just build off of it and try to do better. But they don't. They just give up completely. And then their next installments, they just bring us bullshit. Like, look at Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. What do they give us? Some survival bullshit. Nobody wants to play that. Nobody is playing that. You need to bring us back some good ideas that you had and build off of it instead of just abandoning it completely. But it's like, why would I take the time out of my day, out of my life, to play objective-based aliens in a Call of Duty game? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't fun, really, at all. I'm glad that they tried it. I'm glad they at least attempted at it instead of giving us nothing. But at the same time, it almost compares to nothing because no one's playing it to this day. No one's going back to play it. Nobody talks about it. And it was pretty much just a flop. But I think in the next Infinity War title, don't rip off zombies again. Give us give us an alien round-based mode. And let's see how that goes. Let's see if you can do it right. Because I think if they did that, they have a potential third mode candidate to lean on for their next future Call of Duty games, if all goes well and if it succeeds.